100 years ago, the federal government trampled our most fundamental right, the freedom of speech, at a time not unlike the present. A New Yorker from a century ago might feel right at home today. Then, as now, immigration was booming.
Our population, foreign-born, was high, over 10%, closer to 15%, which means it was, as today, a high watermark for the United States. There were definitely anarchists in the United States. Wall Street was blown up right near where I am sitting. And if you go to Wall Street today, you can still see the pockmarks in the buildings.
The bomb was hidden in a horse-drawn wagon, an act of terrorism. 38 people died.
In Europe, there are revolutions just about everywhere. Russia, Germany, Ireland. And all those countries have relatives here in the United States who haven't even been here very long, whose hearts are with their old countries. Maybe they'll support the wrong side of World War I. Maybe they'll cause treason.
In 1917, America enters World War I, and the Espionage Act makes it a crime to obstruct recruiting for the armed forces. In 1918, the Congress doubles down with the Sedition Act. The Congress made it a crime to say anything, quote, disloyal, profane, scurrilous, or abusive about the government. Well, there goes freedom of speech under the First Amendment. A 5-time socialist candidate for president, Eugene Debs, compares the draft to slavery.
And he was tried and put in jail, sentenced to 10 years in a penitentiary.
The Supreme Court upholds his conviction. Imagine these headlines today. Supreme Court upholds conviction of anti-draft protester. Court upholds conviction of anti-war publisher. Socialist newspaper folds after postmaster denies mailing permit. The government even bans a Revolutionary War movie that depicts atrocities by the British, who are now our allies. The Supreme Court holds movies are not protected by the First Amendment, a position it will not overrule until 1952. The Congress passed the Sedition Act, and the President signed it, and the Supreme Court upheld it as constitutional. The framers' greatest fear, all three branches acting in concert to trample liberty.